Hey everyone, today is a special episode. I've been wanting to do this for so long. When I changed my username to RetroDeath, it combined the two things I love most and that I make the most videos about, video games and metal. And today, it's the self-titled album. I've been wanting to do a series of videos for so long, and today is going to be the pilot episode. Now I don't have a set amount of episodes planned. I just have at least, as of this moment, at least 4 episodes planned, and if I figure more along the way, then I will make more along the way. And this series is about combining my love for metal and video games. There's a lot of variety in the episodes that we can do, you know, like actual metal you can find in video games, you know, stuff like that. But today's episode is the birth of this series. It's something I wanted to do for so long. I have, during my life, listened to a lot of metal, and I play a lot of video games. And sometimes you play a game, or you hear a song, and it's like, I know this. Where the fuck do I know this from? But it is not an actual metal song in a video game. It is just something that makes you think of it. I have 4 songs in this episode that I listened to an album or I played a game and I was like, this sounds exactly like that. But alas, I only have 3 actual ones. And before the intro rolls out, I'll give you a prime example. On the album Mirkwood, self-titled, there's a song called The Broken Blade. The Broken Blade reminded me so much of a video game, but I cannot add it in this video because I lost it. Not as in, I just never wrote it down and I lost what video game it was. The closest I came to it was Terranigma, an absolute masterpiece of an RPG on the Super Nintendo. Talking about recreating the world itself, it is so beautiful. But when I prepared this video, I listened to both these songs, and the way this video is going to work, I'll let you listen to the metal song. No, wait. I'm gonna let you listen to the original video game song first, because that way it's gonna make it feel like a cover and it's gonna make more sense. So the metal song will come afterwards. And I wanted, before the intro start, to let you listen to this song, and then you get the idea of what I want to do with this video. Even though, like I said, I don't think it's so confusing. I'm like, is this the song that I always listen to? Is it just a lot less similar than I was expecting? So we're gonna listen to the Terranigma track, which is called Open the Door. And then we'll listen to The Broken Blade. And after that, I will make a transition. And the transition part is going to be fun, especially for the 3 main songs I have planned for this video. So, the first song from Terranigma, Open the Door. I love that song. It's such a good song. The metal song came first for this comparison. Like I said, I don't remember if it's Terranigma or not, I don't remember, but this song, it made me think of something, and some of this is closest to what I can remember. Mirkwood, The Broken Blade. Now, you can be the judge of it. Did it sound similar? I can't put it in this actual video anymore. I don't remember. Was it Terranigma? Was it Final Fantasy VI? Was it Secret of Evermore? It was an RPG on the Super Nintendo. It was an overworld theme or a flying theme. I don't remember. Let's go to the transition part. See? It's iffy. Isn't it? Isn't it? Like, it's hard to decide. So, we're moving both Darren Hickman and Murgood out of this video. But it's a great way to set up what's gonna happen in this video. And once you see the actual transitions of the main songs in this video, I hope it's gonna blow your mind a little bit. Now we're gonna start off by the song that made me get the idea of this whole video. It's the pilot of the pilot, the video game and the metal album that made me want to make this video and that I turned it into a series. One of my top 10 all-time favorite metal albums ever is The Masquerade Ball by Axl Rudy Pell. It is retro galore. It sounds like pure 80s and 90s metal, even though I think it was from 2000. And I made this featured in my all-time favorite metal albums video, which I will link at the end of this video. And I love this album. There's a song on this album. It has an intro, the intro to Night and Rain. And when I listened to that song for the very first time, I was like, I know this. Where do I know this from? And it killed me until I remembered an absolute gem of a game, something not a lot of people talk about, The Adventures of Red Gravity. Red Gravity is such a cool game. It's an space exploration game. You can travel to different planets and then you walk around. It feels so much like 80s and 90s cartoons. It's a beautiful link, these two. And this is gonna be the least, what's the word I'm looking for? The least comparatively of the three examples. The Adventures of Red Gravity. The sound of the theme, the planet theme, it's gonna have such a beautiful transition into Night and Rain. And like I said, it's the birth of why I wanted to make these videos. Let's check out the planet theme from The Adventures of Red Gravity. I love that. It's such a jumbled mess, but once that like refrain part kicks in, I love it. So it's such an iconic theme to me that it sticks in your mind. And then we got Night and Rain by Axl Rudy Pell. You see, to me that sounds so similar that it started this whole chain reaction of what this whole series is about. But let's make it a little bit more clear. Transition time. Now, is it just me, or was that just so good? You can see why that was the birth of everything. And that's not even the most similar one. This was just phase 1. The Adventures of Red Gravity and Axel Rudy Pell's Night and Rain. To me, it just clicked. But like I said, that was just phase 1. Those aren't even the most remarkable examples in this video. Next up, Undisputable. The next two are undisputable. And this one is my favorite one. I was listening to one of my favorite albums, not in the top 10, but one of my favorite albums, Caledon Brood's Echoes of Battle. The intro track to this album is called City of Azure Fire. City of Azure Fire also has an intro. The second I heard that intro, I was like, oh my fucking god. There's no doubt in my mind, no doubt, that this is linked to Morrowind.
Let's not make this official, Outlander. Move along. Watch yourself. We'll have no trouble here. Keep moving.
What is this regarding, Nord?
Let's do some business, shall we?
Now let's do this in order. The road most traveled from the Morrowind soundtrack. We're really gonna combine the RetroDeath this time. City of Azure Fire from Caledon Brood. See? Now in your mind, you're already like, whoa, that did sound kinda similar. But let me ask you, did it sound kinda similar? Or was it the exact same fucking theme? I love epic metal, medieval epic metal. It's so good. This is such a great album. The use of the instruments and the horns and everything, like I just can't, it's so fucking good. And Morrowind is like one of my all-time favorite video games. The combination of these two, the link of this sound is just so flawless to me. Phase 2. I love it so much. Now, are you ready for this? Are you expecting what's gonna come next? I talk about this shit so often. Oh my god. Let's go. My all-time favorite video game ever. If you're a fan of me, come on. You know this by now. Bot and Kaitos. It's the greatest video game ever made. But we're talking about the second greatest game ever made. Bot and Kaitos Origins. Now let's not make this a whole video game thing, but you know, I like the battle system better in this one, the story's a bit better, it feels more poetic, but this is a masterpiece. This is an absolute masterpiece. Motoi Sakuraba, who does the soundtrack for this, has like a great classical influence. I just absolutely love this guy. In Bot and Kaitos Origins, you travel from floating island to floating island in this absurd, surreal story, and the battle system is so good. But we're talking about the music today. Just the music. And in Bot and Kaitos Origins, there's an island that somehow is not in the original game. I have no idea what happened to it. I can never even find details on it. It just doesn't exist. Hasale. In Hasale, there's a town called Sheraton. It's the main character's hometown. And this track is called Hometown.
Wow, this must be Sheraton. What a pleasant little village. So, what business do you have here?
We're back, Sagi. Yeah. I wonder how everybody's doing. Yeah, you're probably right. Come on, let's go see Mom first. It's been a long time.
What's the matter, Teak? Did the other boys make you cry again?
Wacho took my hair and hid it!
Oh, that naughty Wacho. But you know, Teak, big boys aren't supposed to cry over little things like that. Right?
Yeah. Hey, Gina, show me your wings again. That always makes me feel better.
What am I going to do with you? All right, take a good look.
Look! Gina's wings!
Just as pretty as always.
Thanks, Gina. I'm not ever gonna cry again.
Well, that's wonderful. Especially if it's true. But I think I've heard that one before.
I made it this time. I'm never gonna cry again. Gina! Incredible. I never knew Wings of the Heart could be so beautiful. You just don't see people with wings like that. Not anywhere I know of.
That's right. They're the best wings in the world. No one else's could touch them.
Bot and Kaitos has a perfect soundtrack. There's no differentiation between Broken Wings and the Lost Ocean and Origins. But Hometown, it just hits me in the right spot. And one day, not that long ago, I discovered Can Bard. And Can Bard, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, it has some accents on it. The album is called Nature Stays Silent. The second I heard this album for the first time, I instantly bought it. It is that good. It is such an amazing album. And on here we have a song, it is called, let me not make a mistake, Abîme. Abîme is like French for abyss, I assume that's where they got it from. And it feels like a perfect remix of Button Kaito's Origins Hometown. Let's get right into this. Like, this is like phase 3. Why is it phase 3? Why is it the most perfect thing? Simply because it's Button Kaito's. That's all there is to it. It is such a beautiful song, it's such a great album, absolutely love this album. I highly suggest anybody to check out this full album. Wasn't that perfect? It is so good. Now, when you're first hearing it, it might be a little bit less obvious than Morrowind and Caledon Brood. But let's get ready to this absolutely incredible transition of these two masterpieces. It's undeniable. You cannot contest how similar these songs are. It feels like a perfect cover Like Abim, it feels like a perfect cover of the song Hometown in Blood and Guts Origins. Sometimes it's called Ancient Hometown, sometimes it's called Hometown, it's not very clear. I just refer to it as Hometown. Those are my examples. Phase 1, 2 and 3 complete. So, not taking into account Mirkwood and Terranigma, it bothers the shit out of me, and that will never stop bothering me until one day maybe I find the actual song, or I just like slips my mind into oblivion. Do you guys have any songs or games where you hear it and you're like, this is exactly that song, except it's not actually that song? I'm honestly curious. I love knowing this kind of shit. I think it's fascinating what your mind links together, what your ears can piece together. But these examples, it's as I said, these 3 examples, it's so obvious to me. Once you hit a transition, you're like, yeah, you know, that's the exact same sound. So in the comments below, let me know if you have a link. And give me, please, if you have something, an actual song title and a game title that I can actually look those up instantly and be like, you're full of shit. Or I can be just as amazed as you were by this incredible video. Episode 1 in RetroDeath. Stay real. I'm gonna be editing this video later, and the shit's not gonna sound the same at all. And people are gonna be like, bitch, that doesn't sound the same at all. Like, you just made a fucking enough excuse to make another video about Bot and goddamn titles.